In PHP 7, we can also delegate generators to other generators or also to some kind of traversable array. So first thing I'm going to show you is how to delegate to another generator. Alright, so let's go ahead and create a generator. We'll call it G1. And that's going to take in an input we'll call foo. Alright, and let's set a variable in here called bar, and we're going to set it to yield from G2. Okay, now to delegate a generator to another generator, you want to use this syntax, yield from, and then whatever the generator. And we're also going to pass in foo. So next we'll create another generator called G2. And for G2, we're going to pass in foo, okay, because it's taking it in right here. And then what we'll do is we will yield foo. And let's also yield the string or the word world. Okay, and then let's do a return. And we'll just say return value of G2. Alright, now down here, let's go ahead and create a variable called G1. We're going to set it to G1, and we're going to pass in hello. Okay, now we'll do our for each. And we're going to pass in G1 as G. Okay, then we'll do echo G. Let's save it and reload. And you can see we're getting hello world. The hello is coming from what we pass into G1, and then we're delegating G2 and also passing it into that. Alright, and then we're yielding it. Next, we're yielding the text world, which comes after that. Okay, we don't see the return value here because we haven't specified that. If we want to, we could go ahead and say echo G1 get return. Okay, reload. Why didn't that show up? Oh, never mind. I'm using G1 when it's actually returned from G2. What we could do is set return bar. Okay, so now save that. Now we get the return value of G2. Okay, we're returning it from G1, but we're setting it to the delegate of G2. Okay, so it's actually fetching the return value from G2. Alright, so let's now move on to delegating to an array. Okay, which is pretty easy. All we're going to do here is let's create one generator called G. And we're going to yield a couple things here. Let's yield 1. And then we're going to do yield from. Okay, we're going to delegate, and we're going to use an array. So we'll say 2, 3, 4. Okay, and then we'll do yield 5. Alright, now let's go down here and create a variable called G, set it to the G generator, and then we're going to do a for each. Okay, we'll say for each G as Y for yield. Okay, and then in here, let's do echo Y. Save that, reload, and you can see we're now getting 1 through 5. Okay, so we're delegating to an array. We can also delegate to non-generator traversables. For instance, let's copy this, and I'm just going to comment that out and paste that in. Alright, now instead of using an array here, let's get rid of that and we're going to say new array iterator, and we'll pass in here that array of 2, 3, 4. Okay, save that, reload, we get the same thing. Okay, we could also do a var dump. Alright, you can see that gives us our values plus the type, which is an integer. We can also do from an expression value. So I'm going to comment that. Okay, and then let's just paste that in again. I'm going to change this to G1. Okay, we'll do, let's see, change this to 2. And then we're going to return, we'll say 30. Okay, let's create another generator. We'll say function G2. And let's do yield. Actually, you know what? Let's do 2 and 3 right here. And then down here, we're going to say yield 1. All right, and let's create a variable called G1 result. And we're going to set that to yield from G1. All right, and then we'll go ahead and yield 4. And then let's return that G1 result. Down here, we'll create a variable called G2. We're going to set it to G2. And in our for each, we're going to say for each G, or for each G2. Actually, no, I want to change that to just G. And then down here, let's save that. And that gives us 1, 2, 3, 4. And then down here, let's do var dump. And we'll pass in G1, and we want to get return. Reload, and let's see, get return on unknown. Oh, I didn't want the 1 in there, just G. Okay, and that gives us int 30. So that's giving us the return value from the G1 generator. All right, so sorry if this is a little confusing. We'll try to use it in the project so that you can see it in a real life situation. All right, but that's the gist of using generator delegation. All right, so I will see you in the next video.